Here's how to create 38% more retirement income while at the same time lowering your risk. I'd like to introduce you to one of my new clients, Dan. When Dan came to me, he told me that he wanted to retire in 3 years, and he has about $575,000 saved up in his 401k. Now, Dan has his 401k invested in the traditional models, about 60% stocks, 40% bonds. But we know that historically, anything that's invested in stocks and bonds, anything that's variable, that can go up and down with the market. When we start withdrawing money, we should pace ourselves with something called the 4% safe withdrawal rule. Historically, it mitigates the volatility in the stock and bond market and gives you a very high probability that you won't run out of money. So when we look at and apply the 4% safe withdrawal rate to Dan's almost $600,000 of capital, he's going to receive less than $2,000 per month. And another concern that Dan has is that there's no guarantee that the market won't go down over the next 3 years before he retires. So I introduced him to a solution that I call the protected pension strategy. So what we did with Dan is we shifted a portion of his portfolio, $200,000, over to a retirement insurance contract called a guaranteed income annuity. This completely removes market risk from the equation with that bucket of money, and it locks in a very high guaranteed payout. At Dan's age and with his time horizon for retirement, $200,000 into a guaranteed income annuity is going to secure him an 8.3% pension payout rate, and that's going to pay him $16,691 guaranteed for the rest of his life when he retires here in 3 years. Now, the rest of that money we're going to keep invested in stocks and bonds, and because it's still at risk, we're going to manage volatility with the 4% safe withdrawal rate. So from the risk bucket of money, we can safely take out $15,000 per year. Once we add up the total income from the safe bucket of money, along with the stocks and bonds, we're getting almost $32,000 per year. When you compare that to what he was at before, that's almost 40% more retirement income, with a lot less risk because we have one bucket of money that's guaranteed with an A-rated insurance company. If you'd like to know more about this and what this would look like for you and your situation, all you need to do is just send me a message. Let me know that you want to explore what I call the protected pension strategy. I'll reach back out to you. We'll set up some time to get together for a free consult, and I can help you to revolutionize your retirement just like I did with Dan.